Now, you mentioned this attitude of humility, and I still don't think humility is talked about, recognized, and certainly not practiced enough in today's world. Give me your general thoughts on who's the most humble person you've ever met that really changed it for you. And what are do you have one or two steps that you say, hey guys, here's a couple things you could do to help yourself with humility or to become more humble?
Yeah, it's hard to choose one because it's a value that I really admire, and I really dislike the opposite, which is arrogance. And so I tend to be drawn to people that demonstrate humility. And I'm proud of my successes. I hope I do the same. Certainly, I can't stand that sort of boastful nature that some people exhibit. One that comes to mind that I interviewed for the book was a guy named Matt Ishbia, who runs a company called United Wholesale Mortgage, which is now a public company. This guy, Matt, who's only about 40 years old, is worth like $12 billion. And he built the whole company himself, amazing success story. But here's this guy on top of the world, and he just oozes humility. He wants to know how he can help you. He's open-minded to new ideas. When I interviewed him for the book, it was in the middle of COVID, and I was in my house, barely wearing pants, and he shows up in a suit. I'm like, why are you wearing a suit and tie? He's like, I always wear a suit and tie. I want to be respectful to the people I'm with. Yeah. Here's a guy who's worth billions of dollars. He could be a raging jerk, but he's not. And so that to me is just what a beautiful guy. And when you look at people's likability, humility is high up there. No one's attracted to arrogance.